Right now, the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office and Chad Chronister, the sheriff, say new policies are in place, along with a zero tolerance policy for anything he says damages the integrity of the sheriff's department. This new information coming in just hours ago at a press conference we first streamed to you on 10 Tampa Bay Plus, where the sheriff says several of his top deputies have been fired or they resigned for cheating in coursework. 10 Tampa Bay's Jenny Dean is at the sheriff's office, and Jenny, he says this internal investigation took about 2 weeks.
Just before the news conference got started this morning, we were handed a thumb drive with more than 6,000 pages of documents on it, going over their internal investigation. Some of those documents showing how they uncovered the deputies that were using a man named Robert Rausch to write documents for them, papers that in some cases helped some of these deputies get important promotions. Some written papers were even used for the FBI, and that investigation ultimately led to 4 resignations and 2 firings. So let's take a look at the timeline. This all started earlier this summer when an email was sent implicating Chief Deputy Anthony Collins. That led to his resignation days later. Then in October, because of the internal investigation, Colonel Michael Hannaford and Colonel Christopher Rule resign. After that, Captain Zuli Stearns is fired, and a day later, Captain Marvin Johnson is also terminated. Now, the sheriff actually took a moment to commend these deputies for their years of dedication and work in the county, but he says action had to be taken to maintain the integrity of the department.
What occurred here was not about a lack of ability or care. It was a shortcut, a moment of poor judgment, a choice that, while wrong, was not malicious.
The sheriff says he believes this is the end of this, that there shouldn't be any more firings or resignations, but the fallout could continue because several of these deputies are on what's called a Brady list, which means they are not able to testify in any court cases. Any investigations that they may have been involved in, current or in the past, they're not going to be able to testify in court. So there could be some fallout from that. Now, the sheriff was asked why this was all done internally and they didn't bring in an outside agency to do this investigation. The sheriff said simply that he believes that they have the best investigators to handle this appropriately, and because they weren't looking for any criminal charges. This was all internal, and they believe that they've done their job to the best of their ability. In Tampa, Jenny Dean, 10 Tampa Bay News.